when I paint this, I'll take it all apart. I'll take all that stuff down, remember where it goes. That way, when I get all done, I put it all back, and it will look like I never was there doing any painting, getting paint all over the place. Even this, I'll take these blinds down. End up taking these blinds down so I don't have to cut around them and kind of slide this out of the way and you know, cut in the front bit and hope that I don't get any paint on this. Like when I'm painting the ceiling, if I get any droplets down, you want to get a droplet on your nice Venetian accordion style Hunter Douglas blinds. I don't. I'll take those down. I'll probably take that that vent cover off. That's for an air return. They just put it way up there. Here's some fire sprinklers. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to mess with those. I'll just cut around those with the paint. And see, there's not going to be a whole lot of things I'm going to have to do in here when it comes to remodeling stuff. Lots of painting, lots of door adjusting, handle replacement, hinge replacement, stuff like that. And not much construction work, but all this stuff, this is all kinds of stuff that you can do yourself. I mean, no sense paying somebody else to do these things, okay? Obviously, here, see, they had a cabinet. They had a cabinet right here, and they even put liquid nails, construction adhesive down here on the bottom, and they had it mounted with two little dinky screws. Oh no, those were screws for the back of the cabinet. No, they probably used those screws, and then they probably just put mastic on the bottom and taped it into place until it was dry. They probably didn't know where the studs were. They probably didn't know where the studs were. But anyways, I'm gonna have to mess with that. Take these plastic hangers out, patch that, get all this stuff, and kind of finagle that in. And this mirror, I'm probably gonna have to cut in. Oh no. Oh good, okay. I wasn't sure if they glued this or not. See, it's flopping at the bottom. That's because there's a rail on the back side of here, on the back side of the mirror, and then there's another associated rail that is kind of like a boop boop, and then on the mirror it's boop boop, and then you screw that to the wall. So I can lift that up and get that out of here. I'll take that light fixture down and stuff. Oh, the battery's flashing at me. I'm gonna have to change the battery so I can finish this video, and I'll be right back because I brought a battery with me. How nice. And anything that I end up doing in this condo, I'll show you, don't worry. Let's go on down. We'll go on down here. Oh, when I paint this, look how tall this ceiling is here. I'm gonna have to get an extension ladder in here, unfortunately, just for this little section right here, because I can't reach it with an 8-foot ladder. Now, if I was painting the ceiling and the walls the same color, I might be able to get by with my extension pole and my roller, and then for the cut-in, to get up in there, I would attach my paintbrush right to a extension pole and go up there and just slather it on there on the inside corners. But because this particular place, we're gonna paint the ceiling white. We don't want it the same color as the tan walls, and then we're gonna paint the tan walls kind of an off grayish color, and it's got just a slight tinge of blue in it, but you really don't see the blue. It's still gonna look gray. It's still gonna look white pretty much, but it will brighten things up. It'll actually make the place look a little bit bigger. And because we're doing that, of course, that means I'm gonna have to cut in the ceiling. I'm gonna have to paint the ceiling twice because it's the wrong color now. By painting white on there to get a full body white color, I'll have to put 2 coats of paint. I'll have to cut it in twice, and I won't care if I get some of that cut in on these walls, because then I'll do the walls last. And for that matter, I may have to put 2 coats of paint on these walls because of this tan color, and we want a light whitish grayish color with an eggshell, not a flat. If you just put that on there 1 coat, you're going to get just a tinge of a color of these of these tan walls coming through. Okay, and it's going to change the color of your walls. So I know I'm going to have to put 2 coats of paint on the walls, 2 coats of paint on the ceiling, cut that in, 2 coats of paint on the walls, and then 1 coat of semi-gloss white on the doors, 1 coat on the door frames, on the baseboard, and all that kind of stuff. I'll have to get together with Momi, figure out, okay, what do you want to have done in your the bathrooms. Usually you go with 1 color, and you could do the bathroom walls and the ceiling same color. See, that's what they did here. Okay, maybe she'll go for that, and if it's that off gray color, maybe she'll say, okay, yeah, that's fine to do the ceiling with that, and then we put semi-gloss through the whole thing, because I don't think I want to do white ceiling and then the walls a different color and cut that all in. But hey, if Mommy wants that, we'll have to do that too. Okay, and see here, this room, the ceiling is the same color as the walls. Can't really tell the difference. It almost looks like the ceiling's white and the walls are off, because I'm looking through the screen. It almost looks like that, doesn't it? But see, when you look over here, it doesn't. That's because you're getting the light coming in through the window, and that changes the color of your walls, of your ceiling. See there? It's the same color. Eh? Okay. That'll all be changed, and I'm just kind of getting my bearings, talking a little bit, showing you different things and what you can do on your own. And I'm not going to have anybody help me. Forget that. I'm doing all this stuff on my own. So I'll be checking all kinds of fun things out here at this condo. Hopefully you'll watch some more of this and learn more as you go. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. Ah, such an awesome view.